It's Wednesday, there's a brand new challenge. This time we are heading straight to the hilltop. Let's see what Maggie's home has got in store for us. So I'm just using this team because that'll get me, my daily thingy. Obviously this is my farming team. Maggie for the extra XP, Glenn for supplies. What we're doing, we are opening a gate. Alright, let's do it. Okay. Interesting. So to start off with, we have walkers just right on top of us. Maybe bringing a bruiser is not a bad idea. Of course, the weekly hero is Negan, who indeed is a bruiser. So, maybe he'd be a good choice. Let's see how the rest of this level develops. I think that bad guys just start appearing from the bottom of the screen and start coming towards you. So actually, contrary to what I just said, I think really ranged characters are the way to go. Maybe assaults, because look, you can see how the spread of an assault weapon would be pretty handy thing to utilize here. Stand close to the gate, fire down. Shooters, of course, do a lot of damage. You'll be able to pick them off one at a time. Is that going to be enough? Maybe, if you consider that you're probably going to get some charge attacks as well. But yeah, this could be a tricky one. See, this one being a bit tricky as you get further on. Things that will limit enemy mobility, so cripple, bulldozer shotgun pushes them back. Things like Daryl's assault rifle can root them. And of course, there is that funky new skill that came in with the most recent update where you can have a chance to entangle things that you hit. You're definitely going to want to keep those bad guys at a distance. If you have Yumiko as your leader, then she'll turn around and she'll shoot when you shoot as well. So that's an option too. Did we hack? Right, let's swap this for something with a bit of range. And yeah, get to it. Kill all walkers in the area. So these tend to be fairly straightforward. I mean, your objective couldn't be clearer. Yeah, okay, I remember this one. So I mean, these guys, you got a lot of enemies that are just right within range. They're just right there. Let's see, what are the advantages? You don't need to worry about making noise. That's true of all kill or walker missions. But you're gonna have to take out some walkers, including a tank, on your first try, or he's going to get to you. Potentially, again, if you've got weapons that can limit the maneuverability and movement of the walkers, then you can buy yourself a turn or two. But wow, at high levels, that's going to be tough. Tough going. It really is. I think you're going to have to limit their mobility, and you're just going to have to hit them hard with everything that you've got. Yeah, we'll have to see if there's any sort of more in-depth techniques that sort of reveal themselves as we get further into this weekly challenge and the difficulty goes up. Once you've got rid of those ones that are near you, you'll have some charge points, and the other guys, they're on the other side of the map, so they're going to be easy to deal with. So it's a weird mix. That initial challenge is going to be tough, but after that it should be plain sailing. Find the loot and get to the exit. I remember this one. Yeah, I mean, Glenn obviously is a great choice here. He's fast, he's nimble, he can search more than one thing, or he can search something and still have an attack left. as seems to be a recurring theme, you know, you're starting off pretty much pressed against it. This is not a big map. So although I would definitely say that ranged characters are viable, you're starting right up close to these bad guys. You're going to get a shot in, and then that's it. Oh, T-Dog. Go for it, mate. That threat counter resets quickly. So, yeah, having some weapons that don't make noise could be a wise choice as you get further up the difficulties. Otherwise, you are bringing on a world of hurt with each shot fired. I think the only plus here is that the things that you have to search are close by. Lots of exits open once you have found everything, so hopefully you can run. But yeah, you got anything that's an area effect, I suppose is going to be effective because it's a small map, everyone's bunched together, but then most area effects weapons make noise. Daryl's assault rifle doesn't, I suppose. The charge attack with the chainsaw gets a lot of enemies in a big area. Tricky, tough one, tough one. Slow them down. There's definitely going to be some advantage to bringing weapons that will slow down the enemy. Museum, kill all enemies. Interesting. I mean, usually when there's humans involved, I take Yumiko as a leader. I will take a hunter with ideally the starbound rifle. It doesn't have to be that, but that's what I find most effective. And of course, it's all about isolating the enemies, trying to take them out one at a time. Sure, if you do have Negan or another hunter, they're going to come in pretty handy here. They're good against humans, bless them. Are these all close combats? Yeah, all of the enemies are close combat classes, so that's something. If you can cripple or root them, they ain't going to be able to do anything about it. They're not going to be able to get you. Let's let T-Dog do the honours here. Okay, we've got one more. Hey, Brian. Yeah, so they all sort of start around that hay bale. You've got to think about how you're going to take advantage of the AI. They're not going to really sort of come to you unless you wake them up. You definitely want to take them out one at a time. Definitely need somebody who's ranged. But this is one of those ones where you got human enemies where melee characters like bruisers, maybe warriors to get more than one, you know, they might come in handy as well. Really got to think about your team composition on these, but this is why I do these videos, so that you can see what you're going to go up against and you can plan accordingly. Getting a decent amount of stars here, that's good. What's next? Get the loot and get back out again. Okay, I know this one as well. Again, picking Glenn as a leader, definitely consider that. I think we've got a bit more space on this mission. Yeah, we sort of do, but again, look at all of those enemies that just start up close. Probably is worth bearing in mind, of course, that bruisers are starting charged. That is something to consider. It usually is, actually. It can make all the difference. If you're really struggling, you're really umming and ahhing about how to do something, just starting off with even just one character charge can make a huge difference. It really, really can. So we want T-Dog to get the kills there, just so that we get the daily challenge done a little bit quicker. Yeah, this is fine. So we've got a charge counter on this mission. Every 4 turns, more bad guys are going to come in. Pretty quick turnover. But, you know, this is one of the ones where you can actually make use of having some range. tough decision what to bring on that one. I think you might do well with bruisers. Maybe if you don't usually use bruisers, and I know some people don't, bring them along, try them out, see how it works for you. Underrated class, definitely. I think that bruisers have more utility than warriors. The exception is if you have the chainsaw, but yeah, bruisers, they are your punching bags. They can really buy you some time. Okay, cool. Daily challenge done. Next door, get the loot and get back out again. Okay, seeing a recurring theme here. Let's swap this out, thank you. Yeah, come on, Yum Yum. Okay, yeah, so this is that interesting one. This is where we've got that really handy tip, which is that you can actually close those doors. I don't really want to do that while those guys can attack me, that's for sure. So let's just... Are you in range? Yes, you are actually, aren't you? I need to at least kill you. Go there. Okay, I was hoping to be able to close the door, but that's all right. That's okay. Yeah, bingo. That was an absolute game changer when I found that out. Don't forget that you can do that. It's funny that it doesn't look like it's actually an interactive part of the map. Normally there's, you know, normally it's glowing or something, like those flower beds are. But yeah, get those doors closed. You'll have far fewer walkers to deal with. Have Glenn nick some plants. Okay. Yeah, and then all you got to worry about is the threat counter. Maybe be a little bit cautious about racking that up too much if you're on a high difficulty setting. But yeah, the key there, close off those sheds. The walkers don't get any reinforcements. And you are chuckling. Alright, so I think that's all the missions. Did we do 6? There's lots of missions where you're starting off close up to the enemies. In some cases, things like tanks. There's not any goos here. There's not any metal heads. There's no spikies. Don't think there are any armored guys. But yeah, small maps, close. Most of them have threat on there. You got to think about your team composition. And yeah, if anyone's got any top tips or handy tactics or anything, please do let me know in the comments. And as ever, thanks for watching.